Me and welcome to my channel. This is Veroosh and this is my main channel, and we're going to do an all sign reading for May today. We're going to ask what is changing, because I just went through a lot of change for about 6 months. Whoa, that was a lot of transition. And I've been doing these change readings and they feel good. I'm an untypical Virgo in the sense that I like change. Let me know in the comments how you feel about change. Does it make you feel nauseous? Does it make you feel totally excited? So just let me know in comments, and yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And if somebody watching would like to do the time caps or like watch for the different signs and tell me, then that would be great. So okay, so let's do this. We're going to start with the first sign. What's changing in May? Oh, by the way, this is the Dreaming Way Tarot. At the end of the video, I'm going to do a pick a card reading with this John Holland deck. And members, I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading in depth, 3 options for just you guys today, and I will link that in the description about an hour after we're done here. Okay, so what is changing for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Let's take a look at your cards. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon. Well, we know the North Node is leaving Cancer, so hey girl, hey. Okay, what's changing in May for Cancers? It's funny how sometimes like the biggest energies come up first in these readings. Have you guys noticed this? Like the signs that are going through the most are right at the front. So you have the Page of Cups first. Okay, new love on the horizon. This is a particularly uncomfortable transit for Cancer, because in some way you've had so much energy come at you for the last year and a half since the North Node was in Cancer, and now it's slipping to Gemini, and it's like you don't necessarily like the North Node in your in Cancer because it's so much attention, but yet now that it's like, now that everybody's gone home, you're like, guys, where is everyone? You're not lonely per se, but you're just a little bit, the energy's shifted, and it's not compassionate moving forward into Gemini as much as it was in Cancer. So you were calling the shots for the last year and a half, and now it's suddenly over there. I'll do a special on that and explain everything. So we have the Queen of Cups next, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Somebody's telling something to someone else. Look, Knight of Cups, I'm shuffling, you can hear. So we have the Page of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Somebody is telling someone else their feelings about a third party, and someone is divulging their heart. They're saying to that woman, the authority figure, I really love this person, or I really love, it's like a secret that they're explaining their feelings, they're letting their feelings be known. And then we have the Two of Wands. Somebody's been waiting a long time for love, and they're hoping for there to be turnaround in something. I feel like somebody's being asked to be the intermediary and being asked to step in and tell another person some information, like let him know my feelings, let him know my heart. It's somebody, Cancer, I think you're taking a chance on love, and ironically I think you're the one who's initiating it. I think you're not the one who's receiving it this time. I think you're the one who's like, tell him I've got the feelings, tell him I have the feels. 10 of Swords, Sun in Gemini. I think that the person who you're talking to about this feels as though this has been a discussion that they've had before with you, or maybe you're the Queen of Cups and somebody's coming to you with this information, but I have a feeling that they feel like, here we go again. By the way, this is Sun in Gemini, so speaking of the North Node. But yeah, it's like that feeling of like, here we go again, we're talking about the same old. I do that all the time. I have Venus in Cancer. Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Secondary transits in fire. I have a feeling that the person that you're talking to, this is a little bit of piece of advice, the person that you're talking to about this may have had a very hard relationship past which means that she has an ex that she feels very bad about. And so the problem with asking a jaded woman or a jaded man for advice is that they'll be like, all men are scum, all men are evil, and you'll be like, huh? But I love him, you know? So maybe check their biases before you like fully jump into what they're telling you, yeah? And then we have moving on, Six of Swords. Or maybe you have to tell someone that somebody's moving on. Maybe you already know that somebody's leaving the picture, they're moving on. Or maybe someone you've been talking to is moving on. There's definitely someone who's leaving the picture and they're still present in May, but I think they're moving forward to new opportunities. I think that if it's you who has the crush, I'll tell it to you straight. And I know Cancers hate hearing this, so I'll just tell you what I think. I think that the love that's on your mind, specifically if you're a single Cancer, I think that the writing's on the wall about that person or situation already. And I think that the people that you're interacting with, they already know there's something better out there for you. Everybody feels it, including yourself. But you keep on kind of going back to the same topic. And so it's time for you to move on and find someone new. I think there's a new opportunity coming for you. There's something for you to move forward towards, and that's coming up. I'm saving this for the end of the reading to do the reading for also the pick a card, okay? Okay, so sorry, Cancers. Okay, so Cancer again. So you have, let me just, Gemini's next, but Cancers, I want to explain this a little bit more to you. I have a feeling that you're about to go somewhere. You're about to go somewhere. You're supposed to change your environment in some way a little bit. If you're not going anywhere physically, because of course we have restrictions on us in as much as where we go, but you are definitely meant to go somewhere, like go change. Your path is changing, the direction of things is changing for you. So that's what that is about. So it's like almost like a afterthought, whatever feelings you're discussing with this person, it's about the past more so about the present or future. The future is brighter than the past for sure. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Hi Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Let's take a look at your reading. Okay. Gemini, North Node in Gemini in May. Hey, okay, so let's see. Oh, and happy birthday, you guys. So we have the star first, the star, destiny. What's changing for you, Gemini? Some fated event in May, and the Nine of Pentacles, wealth, security. You feel very, very strong in May. You feel strong financially. You feel like you're on top of your game, you know, very confident and resting a little bit. So it seems like you've been working really hard for a while, Gemini, and I have a feeling that you feel secure enough to take a break in May. Maybe for your birthday, if your birthday's in May, happy birthday. But it really looks to me like you've achieved a level of status or success that you feel good about, and now you're taking a much deserved break. We have the Two of Cups next. Happiness, feeling good with the people around you, feeling good with the people that you're talking to. Maybe you have romance in your life, maybe you have love in your life, but whatever it is pushing you to sort of take it easy a little bit in May. You've been working so hard, you don't want to burn yourself out. Queen of Swords next. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. But your mind's always like, but I have to do this, but I have to do that. So I think your mind is going to be busy, but I do sense that you're like sitting, you know, by the ocean, by a river, by a lake, and you're enjoying yourself. You're giving yourself that moment to breathe and enjoy your accomplishments. And then we have the Devil card. So you know what? This is a kind of like a call to action. A call to action is something that you're supposed to do in May. So I think what this is saying is that you know that you need a break and you really want a break on all levels. But the inner critic in your own mind is saying to you, you got to work, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I think that call to action is that you're supposed to address that narrative. You're supposed to address that tape or that record going over and over, in the broken record in your head that's saying you can't take a break, you have to keep working, you're going to lose, like none of these things are going to happen. And you know, you've had crazy transits in your chart. You're one of the signs that has had the hardest transits for the last 8 months in your 8th house. Very, very hard transit. So if you feel tired and you have Gemini placements, it makes sense. And so that might be triggering that need to scavenge for security. But this is saying that you actually don't need to, that you're doing really well. And maybe your call to action, as I said, is to take care of that narrative, to give yourself that holiday, give yourself that vacation. Here I am being a lecturer, sorry. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, working things out in your mind, I think, in May, you know, allowing yourself some time to breathe, allowing yourself some time to enjoy yourself. You don't want to miss smelling the roses in May. The most beautiful flowers are in May growing, and so they're blooming. And May is just like the most beautiful month. So enjoy it, because we have a long year ahead of us, and it truly is the most beautiful month. So I think this is saying, like, allow yourself that time to relax and work through those narratives that are kind of stopping you. Maybe if you're a workaholic or if you're working too much, this is a time for you to take a break. Okay, so next, let's see, we have Libra. Libra's coming through really strong right now in different little things. So Libra's showing up in a big way. Sun, moon, and rising. I do prefer sun readings more so than any other sign. For some charts, rising sign is better, but for many, the sun or the moon. I like that the Vedic use the moon as the reading point. I think it provides a different kind of reading. We'll talk about that in another video, but for now, let's see what's going on. What's changing for Libra? Is anybody able to keep track? I didn't see anyone doing so. We have the Eight of Cups. So, Eight of Cups, what's changing? Well, I think that you're walking away from something. Hey, Tabby, thank you for doing that. So, I think that walking away from something, looking towards something new and interesting on your path, not so interested about the things before. Now, I think that you're interested, Libra, in something to do with home security, success, wealth. I think that you're looking towards some kind of financial improvement. I think you're looking towards some kind of, you're looking to connect with someone who has a lot of physical strength or financial strength. This could be a man, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn man. And then we have the Knight of Swords, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Secondary transits in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I think that you're about to have a very interesting month ahead of you. I think that you see this person. It's an earth sign kind of person, very earthy person, Libra. And you're drawn towards this person and what they're about, or the situations in which you know them through. But there's someone around who, when you go in that direction, there will be some kind of new lesson or some type of new opportunity to work your way through that will approach you. So someone will, in some way, present to you new things to think about, new things to consider. So it's going to be much more than you're expecting. What's coming to you is much more than what you're expecting. You're drawn towards this kind of stable financial growth sort of energy, but out of kind of like around the corner will come a surprise for you in May. That's what's changing. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in Earth. And then we have the Knight of Cups. He's here again. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, secondary transits in Air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Then we have the Hierophant, the Taurus card. I think that through someone you are going to meet a lot of different people, Libra. I think somebody is connecting you to a bunch of different people. I think that you're about to encounter different people and like different social situations. I think that there'll be a lot of you watching other people and learning what they're about throughout May. So I think it's going to be a very social month for you in the sense of getting to know others or getting to know a community, okay? And I think that you'll find much more of a tribe energy there. Whatever you're going to do is going to feel like very like you're in a group. You're in a group with them, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's see. We have the recognition and reward, the Three of Pentacles. So this could be through work, or this could be through a business associate, but you're being brought towards a group of people with whom you're very much drawn to. This may not be the end of the road sort of scenario. This might not be the answer to all your problems, but it's something new. It's something new dynamic. It definitely has a lot of different people involved, and I think that very likely it has to do with your qualifications or with your expertise, and you'll find yourself in a social environment throughout May, Libra, okay? I'm going to save this for pick a card at the end of this video, and I'm going to do a members only pick a card on this topic, and that'll be linked in the description, okay? I'll stop repeating myself now. Now I'm a broken record. We have Pisces. Hey Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what's changing in your life. Lots going on for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Me and Pisces are going to get real close over the next year or so, starting in August. Oh yeah. Okay, so Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so Eight of Wands, Mercury in Sagittarius. Nice communication. Somebody reaches out to you, a smile on your face. Warm attention from someone of the heart, sort of unexpected, comes through for you in May. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, Moon in Taurus. Someone quite generous, you know, somebody who's quite giving of the heart, somebody who's like right there with you through things, Pisces. And then we have the Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You're considering going towards being closer to a new friend, a new associate, someone like that, because I feel like with them you feel like you're going to get reciprocity. You're going to get them giving back to you the energy that you put out. So I think that you're really drawn to this person, and I think it feels really good. It feels like a Taurus energy, like somebody who gives as much as they take. They're not a fair weather friend. It's like a safe friendship. It's on your doorstep, okay? So we have 10 of Wands. You come into this environment with having too much to do, too many things on your hands. You know when like you're very busy and someone asks you like, when are you going to meet someone? You're like, I'm too busy. Like, how am I going to meet someone when I'm working all the time? Well, this may not be romantic. This may be any type of energy, but you're so busy you don't even see how you can be social at this time. But suddenly, once you connect with them, you'll have all this time available. You will have a bunch of time free up on the weekends. Nothing's changing in your life in the sense of like, you know, bad changes, but you'll have a lot more time than what you thought. Like, I really feel like you're coming into this month feeling like you have too many things to do, and friendship and social connections are the last thing on your mind. Once you get here, though, I think that, and you make this connection with this person, it's going to be very, very like a magnet. They're going to draw you in, and it's going to feel very cozy and squishy and warm. You know, here is the next message. You have the Lovers. Okay, that's Gemini. Friendship, fraternity, you know, friendship, fraternity, those kinds of energies. And definitely towards the latter part of the month, when the sun moves into Taurus, that is when you're going to start feeling more and more of that sort of vibe. Remember, we start the reading from right when I'm reading until the end of the month that's described, so you have 6 weeks for this transit to happen. Three of Cups says that there could be a reunion. Well, not a reunion, but just really special time with one person, heart to heart kind of energy, just very nice and inviting energy, like I don't really drink, but like a glass of good wine together, Have you guys ever done that? Like sat on the porch with someone with like nice juice and like you just hang out until the night, Those are really nice summertime hangout sessions. I remember I had to meet my friend once. I was this time of year and it was a full moon, and I met her in downtown Vancouver. She was off work at 11:30, so it was pretty late for us. And we're both pretty healthy people, so we don't like, bounce around down like uptown. It's uptown by City Hall. And so we were by City Hall, if you know Vancouver. Most of you guys don't. But it's kind of like a urban area. There's not much there, but, well, there's some housing, but, it's... Anyway, and we found a parking lot. We just sat there underneath the moon, and the moon was really bright, and it was really warm and nice. It's that kind of vibe, that warmth and connection with the friend Pisces. Sorry, I was like, yeah, I feel that. I'm like, oh, I wish I was a Pisces. Triumphant success. Yeah, you'll get a text message and an invitation. Somebody's going to bring you into their life. There's going to be a very strong sense of fraternity, closeness, maybe romantic, but I'm definitely sensing like it's reminding me of a time with my platonic female friend, and I'm straight. So it could very well be someone who you don't have a romantic relationship with, but with whom you're very close emotionally. It'll really lift your heart to feel that warmth between yourself and this person. So, yeah. And we got into a little bit of trouble, but I'll tell you about that another time. Okay. Or maybe not. That'll be my secret. But it was a funny evening. Okay. So next sign, Pisces. Pisces, I wish for you guys a great time in May. Okay. And then we have Cancer and we have Virgo. Hey, Virgo. How are you doing? So what's changing in your life, Virgo? Now, Virgos, you guys have to tell me how you guys are with change, because I went through so much change, and you guys are going to hear about it, but not yet. And let me know how you guys deal with it. A part of me is like, no, Veroosh, no, and like the Aquarian side is like, yes, So, and the Cancerian side is like, hell no. But yeah, so Virgos, how are you guys doing with change? So this is change from now on until the end of May. Let's see. We have, did I do Aquarius yet? No, I haven't. I'll tell you in a minute, dear. Okay, so we have Wheel of Fortune for Virgo. So some good luck is coming into your life, Virgo. Maybe you guys have gone through a bit of change here also. I'm not sure if it's my Aquarian side. I think it's the Virgo side that went through all the change, though. It was very like the sun energy. So anyway, yeah, so maybe you've gone through a lot of change and you're a Virgo, and now things are settling down or settling in. Okay, here is the next message. You have the Page of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries. Now that things improved, you're going to add more to your plate. Now that things have improved, you're going to spice it up a little bit. So maybe you have been, tuning things down a little bit for a minute, just because in order to manage things, you kind of minimize the amount of things that you had to be involved in or that you were doing, and now you're adding the little tweaks in. You're making things better. We have the World card. Virgo, don't travel. Somebody asked me, Veroosh, should I travel? I'm like, no. But in Canada, we have a very strict sort of set of rules. Mind you, we have 30,000 cases of COVID. Mind you, we have 30,000 cases of the disease per 30 million people, which is the state of California. So I don't know how good we're doing. We're the smallest population. We have the highest population versus, we have the smallest population versus the highest case rate. So, but very low passing away rate. So, but anyway, strict rules. So don't travel here. Maybe changing things up, something that you wanted to incorporate into your life, Virgo, you're going to be able to kind of lay it in now. Something that you've really wanted to put in, as an addition to something that you weren't able to do before, you're going to do now. here is the next message. We have the Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in water, boundaries, personal boundaries. So I have a sense that you had been prudent, you had been resourceful and conservative, and now it's going to be time for you to ease that restriction down a little bit. And then you have the Ace of Swords. Maybe you're going to say something to someone. Maybe this is in the social world. I think for many of you, this is going to be in the material. So, you know, you might decorate a little bit, you might, but I don't feel like it's even that. I feel like you're adding something to the mix in terms of what you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing something new, something fun, something you haven't been allowing yourself to do for a minute, all that kind of thing. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I think that in some way you're letting go of some of the barriers that you have not allowed yourself to do something, because now there's more room for you to do it in. So you now have more space in your life to do it. I think you might have an invitation to go somewhere, to go see someone, but I don't know if you're actually going to go. I do think that May is going to be a very happy month for you. I can pick it up right now. And I do feel like you're going to be really focused on new things, like maybe not huge life things, but like a new hobby or a hobby you haven't done, or you're going to be really drawn into a topic or a subject that you haven't done before, or you've put off for a while. Okay, so here's your clarifier card, Virgo. We have Rest and Rejuvenate, the Four of Swords. So catching up with yourself, getting centered, getting grounded, and really getting back on track with what you represent to yourself, and getting away from like self-criticism, or you know, you are allowing yourself to enjoy your present moment a bit more. Okay, thanks, Virgos. I'm going to do the pick a card at the end if you just popped in with these cards, so hold on tight. We'll get a little clarifier going. Okay, yeah, I need to do my hair. Okay, so we have Capricorn next, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Capricorn, let's see. Capricorn. What's changing for Capricorn? Okay, Capricorn. What's changing for Capricorn until the end of May? We have the Queen of Wands. Capricorn, okay. So you've gotten yourself into a position where you're sort of above and beyond everyone around you, and you're looking really good. I think that you're really at the top of your game in terms of how you feel about yourself. You feel strong, and it's sort of like, how do you say, it's almost like you got to the goal and you're waiting for everybody to catch up. So you have a certain amount of time to basically get you there, for other people to get you there. Okay, so there's like a little bit of, there's this sense of waiting because you've gotten ahead. So it's up to you what you do with that time. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to invest it, Capricorn. You're going to invest your energy and time and make it double. Oh, I just wish I had more Capricorn transits than I don't have any Capricorn transits, but I have a good Capricorn house placement, so it's in the second house. Oh yeah. Anyway, so, but yeah, it's money talks. That's what I'm getting. Investing or doubling up your money, or spending your money in a practical way, or like investing to make it double. I'm getting double money. So whatever you've made up until now, I think you're not going to waste too much time before you try to and get more again. And there's the Nine of Cups. So whatever you want to happen, you're going to sit by and watch it grow, eh, Capricorn? Look at that. Big money transit. Big money bags for Cap. No Cap. Okay, so let's see. No Cap. I almost forgot our joke. I'm getting big money, big success, moving ahead of the others, and now having extra time with the extra room that you've accrued to really double up and get more out of the situation. We have the Four of Swords next, which is chilling out, relaxing. Again, I feel like you're ahead. You're way ahead of everyone. you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of whatever is going on. Ace of Pentacles. Look at this investment. Money bags. Is there any single male Capricorns out there between the ages of 35 and 45, please? Hello. Over 5'11"? I'm just kidding. Here is the High Priestess. Okay, sorry to be so cheeky. Yeah, I think that you're going to see an opportunity, another financial opportunity in the next month. And I think that you think that you've already gotten to a level that you want to be at right now, but I think there's going to be more, and I think that that's going to continue. And yeah, no vacation for you, only more money coming in. Okay, so let's see the next message. We have solitude. Yeah, you doing your own thing, Cap. It's not like a solitary. There's like a little bit of a nuance of like. There's like a little bit of a nuance of, you know, being not lonely, but being alone. But that's because you know why you're alone. You're alone because you worked ahead of everyone. You've worked ahead of everyone, and you've gotten yourself into this really sweet position. Does anybody know what happened with this? This is a little OG quiz. Do you see that right there? The little dot right there. Do you guys know what that is? Let me know in the comments if you guys do. So that's a little trivia fun fact. Old school Veroosh. Okay, only the OGs will know. I saw, who did I see in here? I saw Cassie. Cassie might know. Okay, so Connie might know. Aries, somebody's asking for Aries. Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what's changing for you in May. Okay. What's changing for you in May? So, Aries, you have the Two of Wands. You've assessed a situation. Very, very pensive of you, Aries. You've sat there and assessed the situation. Here, I'll clean it up. We've done Virgo, so we can be messy now. Hey, girl, hey. Okay, so Aries is chilling out. You've assessed your situation. I feel like you're very like airy here. You're very like cerebral. You're very like focused and like judgy almost, but not in a bad way. You're like assessing your situation for BS. Very cool, Aries. And you're deriving conclusions. You've been looking at a problem that's been convoluted. You've had Lilith in Aries, so, you know, and Chiron's in Aries. You have the afterglow of all that. Chandra's got it. Hey, big up to Chandra. Here's a little card for getting it right. That hole that I just described was from the sparklers that I used to do with you guys in the Nine of Cups. Chandra, you've got the Ace of Cups, girl. Congratulations. That's a new love coming through for you, my dear. New love, new friendship. I think it's romantic. Hey, girl, hey. Okay, back to Aries. So Aries is definitely looking at a situation in which there is was confusion. You didn't like the situation. It was gross to you. It was like just gross and ucky, you know, and now you're taking a look at it and you're really dissecting it, and you're like, no, that's a little bit of BS. That's a whole lot of BS. And then we have the Six of Swords, okay, and you're deciding what to do about it, Aries. And so there's definitely a situation that's got you calculating it. You're figuring it out, and it's been a while in which it's been convoluted and twisted up and all awkward. I don't like your feelings about it. Like, your feelings about it are like, get that crap away from me. It's a messy, confusing mess, and I don't want it. And you're going to figure it out, which is a great relief. And then we have the Four of Swords. Also, rest, rejuvenation. May is such a nice month. You've just had your birthdays, right? So, or Aries birthdays in May as well. You guys get May too, don't you? You do. So, no, Taurus, Aries. Yeah, happy birthday, Aries. Sorry, guys. And then, for some reason, my mind always cuts out at Aries, and I always think of May as a Taurus month. Wait a minute. It is, and then Gemini starts. See? But happy birthday, you guys, right now for the last 2 days. See, I always get confused this time of the year because it's 6 months to my birthday. So we have the Empress. It's like the opposite end, you know. You can see it when you do readings for people. You can see the monthly readings by sign. Every single year, opposite, when it's the opposite time, like 6 months away from a particular sign's birthday, the views go down for that sign. So word to the wise. And then they pick up right before the birthday. So people definitely watch more around their birthday, and they're more interested in their zodiac sign around their birthday solar return. Okay, so Aries, you're figuring something out. It may have something to do with your mom. It may have something to do with, something to do with a problem even that you had with your mom, and you're figuring it out. So it's a trigger point. It doesn't make you feel good at all. And it's been a part of your life without too much control over it being there, and now you're able to exert some degree of control or influence and get a hold of it. And then we have the Ten of Swords. So I think you're going to figure it out. I think the writing's on the wall, and I think you're going to know exactly, face the music on some things, and really work through any questions or any kind of things that you see about it. There's no sugarcoating. There's not going to be, cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is when you confront someone with something that they know to be true in a subconscious way, but up front they are pretending something else, and then they get irrationally angry with you. So there's no cognitive dissonance. There's no thing suppressing it now. It's like right in the open for you to figure out. Okay, so your focus card is harmony. This is the Lover's card, guys. We're talking primary relationships: mom, partner, lover, sibling, father, close relationships you're working out. And I have a feeling that you're really, where you stand with things. And although it's always hard to confront things, it's also a great relief. So yeah, it's also a great relief for the fact of, it's like a lie or some kind of confusion, manipulation that you figure out, especially those emotional manipulations. Like maybe someone close to you has emotionally manipulated you, someone, or maybe they're not even directing it, maybe they're living in the lie, and just by being close with them you have to listen to them and hear about it, and it's just making you sick. So now you're gonna figure it out, Aries, and you're gonna feel better. Happy birthday, you guys. Okay, that's what's changing. Also at the end, I'm gonna put a link through to another video that I did for the next 72 hours if you want a topper. Okay, so we have Aquarius. I think somebody said they were looking forward to Aquarius. So here we go. What's changing? Aquarius energy. What's changing for Aquarius? Okay. I want to be adopted as an official Aquarius. You guys are so cool. All the readers who are Aquarians are like, we're so badass. And like nothing stops them, And then there's this other presenter that I really like, and she's like, I'm the baddest chick in the world. And I'm like, Aquarian energy, my God. It's like, I don't know. An Aquarian is never bothered, never embarrassed for long. You can do the most horrifyingly embarrassing thing and like, water under the bridge, completely not bothered. I'm impressed. For a Virgo, that's neurotic, is not possible. So, but yeah, I really would love to be an Aquarius. Let's see, that's the energy that's coming through just from the top of my head. You're just plowing right through it. Aquarian energy. If you guys don't know, my moon's in Aquarius, so I'm like really connected with your energy. It was funny, I had a client from China this week, and she bought one of those rush readings, and we started chatting right away, and I'm like, you have an Aquarian moon, don't you? And she's like, yup. I'm like, I knew. So yeah, Aquarian energy, very, very high vibe. Okay, so let's see. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay. Communication, like busting through bricks, you know? I just feel like the sword, the Knight of Swords, just breaking through, and you know, just nothing stopping you. Like, I'm just gonna swim through that water. I'm gonna run through that house and into the, you know, like, oh, this is what I'm visioning for Aquarius right now. You know, in movies where, like, this is a stereotype, but just bear with me, some guy like runs, and this has been in several movies, a guy like runs through the house and out the people's backyard, and then maybe somebody's chasing him, or he's chasing, or she's chasing someone, and they like run through the house, jump over the hedge, going through another person's house. That's how I feel your energy is in May. You're just like, not necessarily trespassing, that's not the point. It's just, you're going through everything, and you're going where you're not supposed to be a little bit, and but you're not like doing anything bad, you're just like doing your thing. Yeah. Aquarian energy is amazing. Okay, so, and especially right now. And then you have the Tower. Oh, busting through walls, are you? Okay, definitely. So, busting through walls, breaking down walls, moving forward, going in some, like, just new direction, excited about which direction you're going towards, and the Two of Swords, and then there's rest. You're going to make some really fast moves, Aquarius, in May. Very, very fast moves. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, exactly. That's what I had in mind too. But there's more. There's like, you know, those cheesy 80s and 90s, cops and robbers movies, those kinds of things. Like, I can't think of them right now, but yeah. So you're gonna do something really fast, Aquarius. You're gonna go for broke really quick, and then you're gonna get to where you need to be, and you'll be, okay, I'm done. I did what I needed to do. It's going to be very instinctual, and you're supposed to follow your instincts with this one. It's good, right? Then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Somebody's going to say something to you, and the light bulb is going to go off, and it's going to be like fire under your butt, and you're going to move really, really fast. It's going to be very, very like quick thinking, smart thinking. You're gonna like break down walls, and it's just gonna be super, super good. And then we have the Nine of Swords. You're gonna be like, in some cases, for some of you guys, you will be confronted with something that you really find displeasing, like Police Academy. Yeah. So for some of you, this is gonna be, for some degree, like a sense of displeasure. You're going to feel a degree of displeasure, and that's going to motivate you. What motivates Aquarian energy is injustice. You guys should check out my post on IG. I hid it so it didn't get many likes, but I just am happy with what I wrote, so go read it. It's about like all like social injustice and stuff like that, blah, you know. And so yeah, you might be confronted with something that irks you off to the degree that you will be just like busting through walls, you know, running through neighborhoods to get to where you need to be. Okay, and then nothing's going to stop you. And then we have the Devil. Okay, the devil lies in the details. I do not want to curse you. The Devil. What does the Devil want in here? I think you're going to move and make some decisions really fast. Maybe not physically move, but you're going to make some kind of big and then I think that when the dust settles, you're going to be questioning whether you did the right thing. But I'm here to tell you that it is a genius decision that you're going to make this month. It's going to be the right decision. And whatever you choose to do, the bolder, the more instinctual, the more without, like, just the more instinctive, the better it's going to be. Now, don't be impulsive. Impulsive is like causing damage. You know, that's linked to narcissism, those kinds of things. Don't be impulsive. Be instinctive. When your instincts are saying, go, this is bullshit, or whatever it is, or this is unfair, or maybe you see someone treating someone unwell and you're like, I'm not going to stick around for this to happen to me. Whatever situation it is, or there's some kind of communication from a woman that turns on, and you just see something very clearly, and you see that you have to do fast. It's not going to turn out bad, but you may at the end of it have to do some process to figure it out, you know, to be like, what did I just do? You know, I just made a huge change in my life. What did I just do? And then you're going to kind of deal with it. But it's the sun. I told you guys, so the light, the sun, this is the way you need to go. It's a divinely guided decision. It is what you need to do, you know? It is what you need to do. Okay, so who's the next sign? I got really into Aquarius. I kind of knew that was coming, but I forgot. Because Aquarians, you guys, you know, we got our special club, the special kids club. Okay, so let's see. We have Gemini, I've done. Yeah. Cancer, I've done. Leo, meow meow, Leos. How are you guys doing? Let's see. Leos. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, my precious kitty. I don't want to sound like a witch. Come here, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. You can hear that I'm Polish when I'm saying it. Kitty, kitty, kitty. You can hear my accent. It's like very rarely comes out. Okay. Meow, meow, Leos. Let's see. So we have the Knight of Swords. Somebody's telling you the tea. Somebody's spilling the tea, telling you the truth. Gaining insight, and you're like, huh, I kind of knew that already. Somebody might be coming at you with something, but you're not bothered. You're not stirred up by it. It's I don't think, there's two scenarios. There's a benign friend who brings you information about something that you need to know about. And B, somebody's coming at you with stuff, their stuff that they want to hash out with you, and you're not really fazed by it. Even somebody could, for some of you, be kind of trying to get out of you emotion or something. So again, you're not going to be bothered. You're going to be like, I know this. It's like kids games to you. You're not, if it's a friend, it's concerned information. It's not information that's malicious of any kind, but it's going to give you this insight. I really feel that when you hear it or when you interact with the information, you're kind of crossing your arms and you're like, huh, I knew that, you know? I knew that, you know? And you feel stronger than ever. Regulus is in Leo though, you know, Regulus is a fixed star. So we have the Ten of Wands. So now you know what to do about a situation. You're clued in. I hate to act until I get all the facts in. And I feel like this is the energy of getting the facts. Like the facts are on the table and now you feel finally you can pull the trigger on something. Don't pull the trigger. Like literally, I'm not encouraging. But like it's time to go for something that you've just waited for information on. And then you have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There's going to be a good friend through this with you. She's a wonderful, soft, feminine energy, very compassionate and very loving. And you're going to work through everything, and she's going to be by your side. And she could be a he. It's just a very, I feel like you've been dealing with an air energy that's really sharp and intense and without too much emotion in it. And then you're going to be dealing with now water energy, which for Leo goes well with air. But ironically, Leos have such big hearts, you guys, and that the water signs, especially like a good Cancer or a good Pisces, is really good for Leo. And so it will be this very emotional time between you and a water sign who is with you through something as you're dealing with it. Now, it's not all romantic. Some of you, yes, some of you, no. But it is a very nice friend, you know, companion energy. Ace of Swords, definitely getting information. And it's information you know is there anyway. It's just you needed that proof. You needed that receipt. It's there. Now, the receipt is in the mail. It's coming to you. Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. There's like a situation with a lot of loose ends. A lot of loose ends, a lot of strings, just complicated. And it's weighing you down and you're just like, no. You know, you sort of like, how do you say, it's something that you have to deal with that has a lot of loose ends, right? And then we have the Seven of Wands. Now I'm getting into it. When you hear me sighing, I'm like, sorry. Seven of Wands, the water sign is going to give you a lot of strength. She's going to empower you, give you a lot of strength. The emotional thing, you know, the solidarity, the friendship, you know, whoever it is, she's by your side. She's a ride and die, or he. It could be a man for sure. And then we have the Four of Wands. So foundation and achievement, Four of Wands, Leo. Really good time around your house. A lot of planning, a lot of sorting things out. Now that you have all the pieces in place, now you can move forward with everything else. I think a lot of things have been backed up because you haven't gained the information. So now you get it. I'm not sure if it's the best time for you to get it, but you're definitely moving forward. And you do have this friend around, which always helps with transition and change, right? Okay. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. Next sign. We have 3 more, right? We have Aquarius. I know Scorpio we haven't done. Sag. I don't think we've done. Scorpio, Sag, and I'm missing one. Tell me, you guys, if you can tell me. Taurus. Getting much better. At first I couldn't remember it's like, how am I ever going to keep track? Now it's kind of, I'm getting the hang of it. Okay. Cancer. I did invent the all sign reading done like this, one by one. That was a reading I did on my channel 2015. Yep. Libra. Virgo. That was Taurus. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your cards. Okay. Taurus. Taurus, what's changing for Taurus? Taurus. Okay, so let's see. 8 of Pentacles. Getting down to business and working hard. Getting down to business and working hard. Applying yourself and... yeah, applying yourself and having a lot of confidence in the work that you do. Then there's the Emperor. You're working towards, you're very much in the zone. I'll tell you guys straight up. I really feel that you guys are feeling a sense of irritation to something around you. And I was like, why are they being irritated? I'm like, don't tell them yet, Veroosh, because maybe it's too soon to tell. Now I kind of see where it's coming from. I think it's coming from the fact that you're focused on your task at hand, whatever you're doing, and you really want to get to something. And then people around you or people that you know will in some way want your attention, okay? And then we have the Ace of Wands. I think a new opportunity comes up for you at work or to do with your work or your career. Or maybe it could be like if you're a partnered Taurus, it could be your partner in some way is soliciting attention from you while you're really focused on something. And you will be balancing out your interaction with, like, I feel like you really want to get something done. And then there's someone around you, like a fly buzzing around, vying for your attention. And then we have the Justice card. You finally have a clear path with whatever you've been doing. There's less obstacles in the way. Things are like right in front of you. Things are getting done, getting accomplished, okay? And then we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Somebody has a very busy mind. They can't shut up. You're just focusing on things, but you love them anyway. It's not like they're bad. It's just they're always interjecting with something, with an idea. Oh, let's go there. Let's do that. And you're like, but I'm so freaking close to getting this thing that I'm achieving. But it's a very minor thing. I feel like you're also very happy that they're there in your life and you're happy to be doing whatever it is that you're achieving. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, very focused on work. And towards the end of this transit, so towards the end of May, I think that what you're going to see is another opportunity come through. So if you have an opportunity now, I think you're going to get a second opportunity later. Let's see the next message. We have the Power card, the Strength card. You're in your power and you're like, I really don't want anyone or anything to stop this. And this is going full blast in a direction I want. And I've been waiting for a very long time to get to where I'm going. And so now I want to go for it. Now I want to achieve my goal, right? So yeah, that's going to be the central focus, is a lot of tunnel vision, and then someone around you who really wants your attention at the same time. Okay? So, and it's somebody who you like. It's not someone who's they're just being annoying, okay? So, and then it's going to be a balance between focusing on your thing and then giving them some attention. Okay, so next, let's see. Pisces, Sag, we haven't done, right? Sag. Okay, Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Sun, Moon, and Rising Sagittarius. Let's see. So Sagittarius is Eight of Swords. Okay, you're wading your way through some problems, Sag, and you're figuring some things out. There have been a lot of different things that you have to work through in order to get where you want or what you want. Okay, and then you have the Hermit, which is Virgo. We have the beautiful, this is a really nice Hermit card too. Okay. I like those hats. Oh, infinite. Okay. So, okay. I think that you're going to get advice from someone on how to work through some problems. I think you're going to get some really sage advice. Get the Hermit, the sage. That's a joke. You're going to get some sage advice on how to work through things that are uncomfortable or difficult, but they're going to be like nice solutions. They're not going to be harsh or very like uncomfortable solutions. They're good solutions coming your way. And then you have the Three of Swords. Okay. So someone who has a lot more experience than you and a broken heart helps you to work through things. I don't feel like it's a broken heart all the way around you. I feel like maybe this has to do with friends or associates and like their feelings. And so this is a person who has dealt with that scenario where, you know, you're worried about hurting other people's feelings and you don't know how to work through something, and someone is coming in to give you advice because they have worked through similar things in the past. They know how to deal with it. So you're getting some help, much needed help to work through a situation. Nine of Pentacles next. So success, there's a lot there for you. There's a lot for you in the situation that you're in, and there's a lot of prosperity that you have not been enjoying. So when the Hermit teaches you how to take off this blindfold that you have on, and you work through these swords, which are issues, you are going to have an outcome that is going to be very prosperous, full of financial success and more, and emotional success. Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Somebody connected you with that Hermit energy. Now that Hermit doesn't have to be a Virgo. That Hermit is just some solitary practitioner out there, you know, kicking up a storm. And then you have the Nine of Cups, again, fulfillment of wishes. A lot's coming in for you, Sag. At this time, a lot of positivity, a lot of good things, and I think a positive outcome. You reap some rewards from that Jupiter transit in Sagittarius, and you're seeing like something come out through that from that time now in like a positive outcome. And so something that's been stopping you is you're going to get that figured out with the Hermit energy. That person's going to help you figure it out. Okay, next message is we have, again, Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo. So we have financial success, financial rewards. We have 3 nines, so something's near completion, actually 4 nines if we count the Hermit. Something's near completion in your life, a phase in your life is closing out. and now you're seeing the benefits and the earned success. So there are things in your way at the beginning of this transit that are in your way from enjoying the outcome, but I think somebody's going to help you figure out how to work your way around that in a positive way. Okay? Last but not least, who's last but not least? I knew this a second ago. It was an air sign: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I did all of them. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Yep. Leo, Sag, Aries I've done. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Scorpio's last, and how could I forget Scorpio? You guys are like my little Scorpianas. Okay, so let's see. Scorpiana. Let's see. So, Scorpio. What's changing for Scorpio? I feel like Scorpios, tell me how you guys are feeling about change in your lives right now. I have a feeling that change is not so welcome in your life these days. That you don't want that much change. Okay, so let's see. We have the moon. So kind of hidden feelings. Everybody, you know, when everybody's like sitting around the table and they're laughing and you're laughing too, but inside you're not crying, but you're like inside you're somewhat less enthusiastic. I feel like straight-faced. It's like, you know, somebody's like, we're going to have a baby. And you're like, oh, great. And like another baby around. And not you, but somebody in your family. And then you're like, like you're like, oh, something's coming into your life that you're, you know, that you're pretty deadpan about. Like not, yeah. And to everyone else, you're laughing and enjoying it with everybody else. But on a personal level, I don't know if you feel that great about change. Then you have the Five of Swords. And so, yeah, you have your personal feelings. You're brooding, Scorpio. Definitely brooding about, you know, the direction that you want to go. And then you have the Four of Swords. So, brooding, and you're going to give yourself time to think about it. And, yeah, it's just... you're just having a moment. You're like, there's so much change. There's so much light in the world. Well, it's about 6 months until your birthday, right? So it's like, darkness is my friend. I miss you, darkness. You know, it is that kind of vibe. It's like you're missing your friend the night. You're missing the lunar energies, you know. You're missing Halloween, and like, why is everybody so freaking happy? We've got a pandemic on our hands, you know, that kind of thing. But you're still happy. It's just, I think you're in that feeling. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune thing, but you know things are turning out for the better. You know things are turning out, and you're definitely giving yourself a room, like, you know, this is you adjusting to change, so you're giving yourself room to like breathe and it's not a bad change, it's just you're not there for it. You know, it's not a bad change, you're just not there for it. And then we have the Magician, and I think that once you get with the program, once you get situated in the change that's going on, I feel like you're going to get much more comfortable with what is changing. And I think you're going to even like it. Here is the next message. We have the Four of Pentacles. But still, it's going to be a slow process. Very, very one step at a time. Not allowing yourself to go too quickly. I think you are going to have your heels into the earth a little bit on this one. You know, like a little bit of change, yeah, I accept, but too much change, you'll be like, nah, dude, I'm not down for it. So whatever changes around you, everybody is happy. I know I made a lot of jokes, so let me summarize, because it was funny, because I was really feeling your energy. So there was a lot of people like laughing around a table, and you were just deadpan. You're like, and you were like not that excited. You're like, but you're not showing anyone. That's the part that's making me laugh, that you're like laughing and smiling, but like your soul is like, give me the night. Like I miss Halloween, all this stuff. Just brooding, Scorpio brooding. It's not like heavy brooding, just you're in a feeling about it. But I think you know that the change is good, and you know that you have to like work your way through those feelings. So yeah, not calculating, no. You're just dealing with it. and then it's going to be a good outcome, but as the change rolls in, it will encompass several different things that you will need to adjust to, and so some of those things are going to be hard sells. Like there's going to have to be a lot of negotiating to accept those changes. Okay, so you're not despondent. I was laughing at the fact that I could literally see you sitting around a table with a bunch of people, and they're all like joyful, and I was laughing about the baby, like how like everybody's happy about the baby, and you're like, huh, nice, a baby, or like, oh, you just got another big dog, great. You're inside, you're like, I don't know how but I think it's gonna be a good outcome. Okay. And then you have fulfillment of wishes. This does lead to something good, okay? This does lead to a positive outcome. And I think that you also at the same time know that that's your way, you know? You know that that's your way, that sometimes when change comes at you very fast, you're somewhat uncomfortable with it, or you're somewhat hesitant towards it. And so it is what it is. So would you guys like to do a pick a card with the leftover cards? I like to do a little mini reading at the end for those of you guys who are watching live. I'm going to do a full pick a card reading for members only today, and that will be linked in the description. And for the rest of you at the end, I will do a click through for the latest and greatest. I think we did 72 hours a couple days ago. Okay. So let's do, I'm just shuffled them up. I think it comes out to 4 cards each. Actually, I'll do 4 piles today. Haha. And then we have 3. Okay. So you choose your pile. 1, 2, and I just like 3 card readings. That's all. 3. I don't like 4 card readings so much. There's no center card. Okay. Ready? Okay, let's do it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. Okay, so this is what is changing in the next 6 weeks. I'm filming in April, but this goes until May. If you've missed it, it's going to be available for everyone. Don't worry. Okay, so here are your cards. Number 1, you have the Power card, which is the card of Leo. And then we have the 4 of Swords, Rest and Rejuvenate, 4 of Air. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, you feel very passionate about something, and you're going to take some downtime to figure it out until you feel like you're ready to say something. But you have a great idea at this time that you are going to figure out how to make it work, how to apply it, and then you're going to put it into action by the end of this time. Okay, that's number 1. Pretty good message. Okay, so number 2, let's go for it. Let's see your messages. We have number 2, we have the Foundation and Achievements, the 4 of Wands, and then we have the Sun, okay, Light, and then we have Recognition and Reward, the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so I have a feeling that you are waiting to reconnect with people at work. You're waiting to reconnect with your co-workers, people that you know through work socially. I think that you have been having a nice time at home, but also at the same time, you are just itching to get out of the house and get working. And I think that you're very much looking forward to that, and the reception is going to be amazing. They're going to be so happy to see you. They're going to be so happy to reconnect with you. I think that, you know, what is it called when like distance brings appreciation? So it's like, you know, the fact that you've been separated from each other, you're now more appreciative of each other. So yeah, so definitely like this, you're being like, having not seen them, they've missed you, and now they're like, oh, come here, I missed you. Like, you're being appreciated. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, let's see what's changing for you guys in May. So from now until May, you have the Virgo card, the Solitude, or the Hermit. And then you have moving on, the Six of Swords. Decision to go in a specific direction. And the Eight of Swords, 3. Oh my gosh, okay. I think that this option, you're definitely going to do some hard work over the next 6 weeks. I think you're going to work through some mental problems, and I don't mean like go see a shrink. I mean like hang-ups. And you're not the only reading that I've got today in which there was that theme. There's several of the signs in which there was this message that you were supposed to work through your own, like Scorpio, just from the top of my head. I think Virgo had something like that, like get over it kind of energy. Aquarius had to challenge some things. So if you have those placements, maybe go watch your sun, moon, and rising. But I think you're definitely going to do the big work now and to figure some things out. And you're no longer going to allow yourself to be alone. You're going to work through some things so that solitude becomes a much more individual choice that you choose rather than something that happens to you. Because I think you've been alone a little bit because of things happening around you. So you're confronting whatever it is that is causing you to be alone so that you can be more accessible to others or be with others in some way. You're working through whatever mental stuff that's going on, ideas, thoughts, feelings, and you're figuring it out so that it's no longer a barrier. Very nice option, number 3. I like this one. Okay, and then last but not least, number 4, we have 9 of Pentacles, material harvest. Ooh. And then we have the Lovers, harmony. Okay, and then we have fulfillment of wishes. So this looks like a great physical connection with someone. This can feel like a great connection with family members. You just get a lot that you want. For some of you, this is pregnancy, especially if you've really, really wanted to get pregnant or get pregnant with someone, then there's definitely an opportunity with that. You're getting closer emotionally with someone, definitely, and that's something that's been a deep desire for you in your heart. So that's going to be changing over the next 6 weeks. So I'm going to do a pick a card now for all the members. If you're watching, you can go down into the description. It'll be up in about an hour after I do the stream. And it's going to be what's changing in May. It's going to be a continuation of today's reading. And then I am also going to put through the click-through for the next 72 hours. So if you want a little topper, you can go and check it out now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.